Ever heard the phrase sleeping like a baby? If that means waking up every 2 hours crying, then count me out. But jokes apart, sleep is something we all crave, especially when it starts playing hide and seek with us. And let's face it, as we age, this game of hide and seek becomes more frequent. So today, we're going to explore 11 sleep hacks for older adults that no one told you about. And trust me, these aren't your run-of-the-mill tips. They're backed by science and tested by time. So if you're ready to stop counting sheep and start catching those Z's, stick around. And while you're here, why not hit that subscribe button? We've got plenty more insightful videos coming your way. Now, let's dive into why we all need a good night's rest. Sleep is not just a nice to have, it's a must-have. Think of it as charging your phone. Would you start your day with a half-charged phone? I don't think so. Just like your phone, your body and mind need recharging too, and that's where a good night's sleep comes into play. We're not just talking about feeling rested. Sleep plays a critical role in our overall health and well-being. It impacts everything from our memory and focus to our mood. It boosts our immune function, keeping us from falling prey to those pesky seasonal flu bugs. And it even plays a role in our metabolism. Yes, that's right. A good night's sleep can help you maintain a healthy weight. So if you've been taking sleep lightly, it's time to think again. Sleep is as essential to your health as a well-balanced diet and regular exercise. So how do we ensure we're getting the best sleep possible? Here are some tips. Tip number 1, stick to a regular sleep schedule. Your body loves routine, so give it what it wants. Imagine you're a conductor and your body is the symphony orchestra. You're the one setting the tempo, the rhythm, and the harmony. And just like a good symphony, your body loves to keep the same beat. So make sure to set a regular bedtime and wake-up time and stick to it. The consistency helps regulate your body's internal clock and could help you fall asleep and stay asleep for the night. Moving on to tip number 2, meditate. Now, you don't need to become a Buddhist monk to enjoy the benefits of meditation. Just a few minutes of deep breathing or mindful meditation before bed can help calm your mind, reducing stress and anxiety and facilitating relaxation. Who knew that doing nothing could be so beneficial? Tip number 3, limit alcohol and caffeine. Yes, that includes your beloved coffee and that cheeky glass of wine in the evening. While they might seem like a good idea at the time, both alcohol and caffeine can disrupt your sleep quality. So try to avoid these substances, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. On to tip number 4, avoid screens before bed. It's tempting to scroll through social media or watch one more episode of your favorite show, but the blue light from screens can mess with your sleep. It reduces melatonin production, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. So try to cut out screens at least 30 to 45 minutes before hitting the hay. And finally, tip number 5, get up if you can't sleep. If you've been tossing and turning for more than 20 minutes, get out of bed. Do a non-stimulating activity like reading a book or listening to soothing music until you feel sleepy. It's a little counterintuitive, but sometimes the best way to fall asleep is to stop trying so hard. But wait, there's more. On to tip number 6, get some sunlight. Yes, you heard me right. Soaking up some sun during the day can do wonders for your sleep. It helps regulate your melatonin levels, your body's sleep hormone. This means you'll have an easier time falling asleep when night rolls around. Moving on to tip number 7, don't exercise too late. While regular physical activity is excellent for your health and sleep, timing is key. If you're pumping iron or doing high-intensity cardio just before bed, it can actually make it harder for you to drift off. So, try to wrap up your workouts at least 3 hours before you plan to hit the hay. Tip number 8 is all about managing mental health and stress. Anxiety and stress can seriously mess with your sleep, so focus on what's within your control, and if needed, don't hesitate to seek help from a professional. Remember, mental health is just as important as physical health. Next up, tip number 9. Watch your diet before bed. Heavy meals and spicy foods can cause indigestion, which is not exactly conducive to a good night's rest. So, try to keep your late-night snacks light and avoid eating large meals close to bedtime. Tip number 10, take a shower before bed. A warm shower or bath can help relax your muscles and lower your body temperature, which can make it easier to fall asleep. It's like a spa experience right at home. And finally, tip number 11, create a sleep-friendly environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. Make it dark, quiet, and cool, and keep it free from work-related distractions. Think of it as your personal sleep haven. So there you have it, folks, our 11 tips for getting better sleep. Remember, all these tips are only effective if you give them a try. So there you have it, 11 sleep hacks that no one told you about. They say knowledge is power, and now that you're armed with these tips, you're well on your way to achieving a more restful slumber. But remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself as you implement these habits, and don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Everyone's sleep patterns are unique, and finding what works best for you may take some time. If, after trying these tips, you find you're still struggling with sleep, don't hesitate to reach out to a sleep therapist or a medical professional. Sleep is too important to your health and well-being to be left to chance. So don't suffer in silence. Help is available. And remember, even those who are wicked deserve a good night's sleep. So sweet dreams.